We're going to keep going on this story now, and we can welcome our Foreign Affairs editor, Kethevane Gorjestani, on set. Kethevane, is it then what Noga says, citing Israeli officials who said that this is them going after Iran's nuclear program, or is there a broader goal to these strikes?
Well, look, initially, when those strikes started on Friday, there was a clear focus on sort of the nuclear and the military sites in Iran. There was a big focus on that very important facility at Natanz, which is one of the key areas for Iran's nuclear program, and all those locations, military facilities, where, for example, the Iranians make their ballistic missiles, also targeting the radar defenses of Iran. But as Noga was saying, then this sort of broadened out, because what we saw yesterday, for example, in terms of the targets of the strikes, were also Israeli strikes on energy facilities in Iran, including, for example, Tehran's main gas depot, as well as Tehran's central oil refinery. So you're seeing that the Israelis are not simply focusing on military and nuclear targets, but also targeting the sort of economy, the lifeline of the Iranian regime and the Iranian population. When it comes to the people that are being targeted, Nogar also talked about how that was broadening out. Obviously, they went after top military officials. You had confirmed killed so far the commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, as well as the intelligence chief of that same group, the IRGC, and the chief of staff of the Iranian military. So really very important figures in the Iranian military, but they've also gone after scientists that are involved in that nuclear program. So these are people who are semi-civilians, if you will. They're not in the military, but they are part of that important Iranian nuclear activity. So there again, you're seeing some broadening, and there are a lot of reports in U.S. media about the fact that the Israelis actually wanted to go after the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and that supposedly Donald Trump vetoed that strike, did not want to go there, did not want to take it to a regime change. Netanyahu has totally dismissed that idea, saying that it was all false reports of conversation that never happened. But the officials, the U.S. officials cited by U.S. media, one of them at least, saying until they, the Iranians, kill an American, we're not even talking about going after political leadership, and they're not thinking that the Israelis should do that either.
And what has the U.S.'s role been in all of this then?
Well, look, the U.S. and especially Donald Trump very publicly in the past few days, but also in the past few weeks, have been saying to the Israelis, do not strike the Iranians right now, because, of course, the U.S. is in negotiation with the Iranians over that possible nuclear deal. And Donald Trump was believed that if the Israelis struck Iran, that would sort of jeopardize those talks. Now he's turned it back a little bit, saying that, well, maybe these strikes are actually going to help get to a deal because it's putting pressure on the Iranians. That said, the U.S. does not want to get into the war, especially not Donald Trump, because that has been part of the sort of MAGA policy when it comes to foreign affairs. Do not get involved in wars that are not ours. Do not get involved in foreign countries. This is not our problem, basically, even if it involves one of the U.S.'s closest allies, Israel. But the Israelis very much want to see the U.S. getting involved. So far, the U.S. is insisting we knew about the strikes, but we had nothing to do with the strikes. And yes, we did sort of help Israel defend itself. What the Israelis would like to see is possibly the U.S. getting more involved in what is happening right now, because they need the sort of weaponry and the military might of the United States if they want to actually be able to fully destroy really the Iranian nuclear facilities and system. And right now, Donald Trump doesn't seem to be willing to go there. But that, as I was mentioning, that U.S. official talking about the fact that no American has been killed. This could possibly change if the Iranians decide to actually go through with their threat, which is to target U.S. military bases in that regions, which they haven't done so far.
All right, Kethevane Gorjestani, thank you very much for your analysis on that.